I mean, obviously it's nice to win. First home win, first 2-game winning streak. So just a lot of positives. I thought the first 6 innings we played extremely, extremely well. We didn't get rewarded a lot with runs, but we were hitting every ball hard. I thought the offense was tremendous. Obviously Colton gave us another quality start. I mean, just pitched absolutely great. Pitched out of trouble there late. But we just got to be better. Bases loaded, nobody out. We only scored 1 run. Like, that was an opportunity for us to blow the game open, and we just didn't do a good job. And really, from the time the bases got loaded to, the rest of the game offensively, we just disappeared. So we got to play 9 innings for a lot of different reasons. But you got to be able to we had our foot on their throat and let them off the hook. And just didn't give great effort those at bats with the bases loaded, and then you just kind of at the end just left the game close because of it. So, but we competed again. Great 6 innings. Obviously, Ven Vespi came in, did a great job in the last inning, but Jordan Rathbone had a really good game. Did a lot of RBIs, walk, just sac fly like this. Was able to score runs. So I was proud. Those 6 innings we scored. 5 out of the first 6 innings we scored, and just putting pressure on guys and being able to find a way to scratch a run. And again, there was a lot of outs, man. We hit the ball really, really hard, just right at some people. So I loved it. It was a great first 6 innings. We just got to be able to play 9 and finish it. And I know I'm stickler for this, but we got to be about the process. I tell the kids all the time, like, we can't let the results dictate what we think about the game. And but again, could be more proud of the way we played the first 6 innings. Just from an offensive standpoint, we got to make sure we finish the game and play those last couple at bats and really put the game away there and take some pressure off everybody else.
Coach, can you talk about Colton's changeup? It seemed like that was really a dynamic weapon tonight. He was creating about 20 miles an hour difference between that and his fastball. How effective is that pitch for him?
That's been great. It was good to have to use it this week. He's been really, we faced 3 heavy, left-handed dominant lineups with FAU and Ole Miss and Liberty. They've all had 6, 7 left-handers in the lineup. So really haven't had to use it. So it's really good to know that, he's been working on it, making sure it stays where it needs to be. And he's thrown it a couple times to some righties, obviously, but not the amount that he threw today. He was just able to keep him off balance, get some weak contact, but at the same time also makes his fastball play a little higher. And he's been 90-93. So you start putting the fear of the changeup in him and executing it and landing it for strikes and being able to hit, especially in fastball counts, like, man, then that puts him in the back of the mind. That makes that 93 look like 95, 96. So just able to execute it, throw it for strikes, and especially in big counts. I thought he did a great job with it. So, but I'm really proud of him because he hasn't had to use it the first 3 weeks, and to really have to bring it out today and more often. For not throwing it really in a game for 3 weeks that much, like it just shows again the preparation and the work week and the bullpens and all that stuff, making it important. So that you can have it when you need to and go to it when you need it. And you finally needed it this week, and you did a great job.
Coach, there's obviously been some ups and downs this season. You got the weekend at Ole Miss, and last week against Liberty. I know the guys were probably feeling kind of down after that one. What did you see from him this week, getting ready for the North Florida series? Obviously, it's kind of uncharted territory after getting punched in the mouth a little bit last week. What have you seen, just from the guys getting ready for this week?
I thought they've been great. I mean, I really believe that nobody's panicked. Nobody's hit the, red light. We just know we got to get better. Like, I think the kids understand, like, they know we didn't play as well. We also, again, we hit a buzzsaw with Liberty. I mean, they played tremendously well. That pitching staff, again, to me, was the best pitching staff we've seen. And so we were 4 pitches away, maybe 5 pitches away from sweeping them, all 3 close games, 1 inning. But they scored a couple runs, obviously the 2-run homer, and the same thing in the last game where they got the big 2-out RBI hit and a couple of solo shots, and we just didn't get the big hit. So, and we just didn't play great. We had to do a better job with making good decisions and swinging good pitches and not missing them when they gave it to us. And we obviously have worked on it, but the guys have been awesome. Like, they understand that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And although we gotta be better and play better, like they understand that, and we just got to get back to work and get to the drawing board and find out ways to make ourselves better. We weren't far off from the Ole Miss series. And again, Liberty pitched us a little different than Ole Miss, and we have to be able to adjust and do all that. And I thought the guys did a great job. So, guys went to work. Like, they didn't panic. They ain't worried. Like, the staff didn't worry. We got together, put together a great game plan for this series, and guys have executed to perfection so far. We just got to keep doing it and just keep getting better. And again, 6 perfect innings today, I thought we played. We just got to clean it up and finish. And although we didn't need those last couple innings today, we're going to need them at some point. So we just got to be better at that. So still more stuff to work on. And but I'm proud of the way we've gone to work, proud of the way we've gone about our business. Like, we talk about today's the most important day of our season, and we're not chasing wins. We're not chasing records, like our record. Like, we just got to chase us being the best team we possibly can and keep growing. And I thought the guys have really bought into that, done a great job of just showing up every day and just, like, the past is the past. We can't change it. So let's just work on getting better, trying to make tomorrow better than today.
Coach, you mentioned the performance from Colton Gordon, but tonight, collectively, you guys struck out 14 North Florida batters. What were some of the things that you saw that you liked from your pitchers that were able to get them to swing and miss so much?
I mean, just keeping them off balance, being able to execute pitches and put it where we want to. I mean, we feel like, you have a game plan of, hey, this is what we do well, this is what they do well, this is what they don't do well, this is what we don't do well. And we just got to be able to land those pitches in the zones and that we need to. And, I thought, again, we did a great job of getting ahead. Again, when we didn't get ahead, being able to either throw off speed and fastball counts, or be able to not just throw cookies and be able to live on edges and whatnot. And obviously, Colton's stuff is just tremendous, and that makes it really, really difficult, especially against the left-handers. The 2 lefties that they had in the lineup made it difficult. But again, Colton throws a lot of strikes. You get ahead, put more pressure on them to have to make perfect pitches, or hit pitches that are our pitches. Pitches on the edges or just off the plate. Make those guys try to hit those pitches. And when you get ahead, you can live on those edges. When you get behind, then you got to throw more pitches over the middle of the plate, and that puts you in some danger. So, and then we got behind a couple times, and they did a great job. But when you come to the John, like, don't try to go big yard in the center of the field. Like, it just don't happen, right? So, especially with the wind blowing in from the east. So, they landed on some pitches just like we did. But when you're able to use the big part of the park and force them to do that and keep it out of kind of where they need to hit it, especially down the line, like Rathbone did tonight, like, be able to keep them in the ballpark and whatnot. So we just when you're executing and getting ahead, it just makes it a lot easier to put more pressure on the offense and strike guys out.
Coach, we talked to you last about making more contact, especially at that Liberty series where there were a lot of strikeouts offensively. Last 2 games, 6 strikeouts each. Do you feel like you guys have had better at bats, better approaches in the box? What do you think has caused the last 2 games?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been night and day. Just being able to, again, not swinging bad pitches and you got to make people pay when they throw balls down the middle of the plate. And we just didn't do that against Liberty. We take pitches down the middle, swinging pitches in the dirt. We did get our swings off with pitches that were good pitches to hit. We just weren't able to do damage. So we just did a good job of practicing this week. Our guys were awesome, and a lot of meetings and just showing them what we need to do better at, talking to them about it, and then going out and executing that plan in practice on how we're going to get better at this. So I thought Ted and Chris did a tremendous job with our offense this week of just getting guys back. But again, and we're not old. I mean, we forget sometimes that we got a bunch of freshmen and COVID freshmen that are out there playing and learning still. And again, one thing that I always talked about last year was, as good as we were going, like, we never had to face adversity and be able to get punched in the mouth. And, that was the one thing that these younger kids had never had to experience. And so I felt like this was the adversity that we needed to kind of learn and move forward and have those guys grow up and learn how to be able to execute and, execute when things aren't going your way, and find ways to get back into where we need to be and to not let the external stuff really affect our approach and our game plan. And, I think that, again, they learned. And so this week was just getting back to the drawing board, not panicking. And, that starts with the coaching staff and making sure that we are doing the same. And I think that, again, the staff did a great job of just, hey, man, like, it's going to be fine. Like, we just got to get better. Like, just show up every day and let's get better. And so, again, the approaches have been awesome. We've done a much better job of not chasing pitches, but also, again, tonight, like, man, when those guys threw balls over the middle of the plate, like, we hammered them. And that's what we got to do. And that's what our offense is built for, to be dynamic. We laid some bunts down, stolen bases last 2 nights. Like the offense is doing what we need it to do and how we're going to win games. And so just proud of the way the guys have grown up the last couple of weeks, and just got to keep growing though. Like there might be more adversity. That doesn't mean just because we hit adversity last weekend, like doesn't mean it's not going to hit again. So we just got to continue to buy into the game plan, execute the game plan, and show up every day and try to get better.
Coach, going back to the other night in North Florida, Kenny Sirwell made his first appearance for you guys. Was it good to see him back? And what's kind of your vision? I know you're bringing him back slowly. What's kind of your vision for him once he maybe gets more in a rhythm here in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to stretch him out. We're going to keep increasing his pitch count. Just depends on how things go, and we'll get through this week. He'll probably start against FAU on Tuesday, and maybe 4 or 5 innings. We just kind of depends on the pitch count and the amount of, he didn't really hit his pitch count Wednesday, but we didn't really want to get up and down 4 times. So we just kind of limited to 3 innings or 40, 45 pitches, whichever came first. So he obviously was great getting ahead and forcing contact, and only had 1 hard hit ball off of him. So it was great to see him back. I'm sure he was a little bit nervous and just trying to, hasn't pitched to live. I mean, pitched to live hitters in practice last couple weeks, but he hadn't faced a hitter in a real game. He didn't have any fielders when he faced those live hitters. Like it was just throwing the hitters and our guys after practice, just a batter and stuff. So I'm sure he was just a little bit nervous getting out there. So that was good to get that done. And we'll just keep increasing him. Obviously, long-term future, we expect him to be in the rotation for the conference. And how we get him there, just going to try to keep stretching him out, keep increasing, just like we do everybody. Normally, first week of team practice in late January, the pitchers were throwing 2-3 innings, and then next week it's 3 or 4 innings, the next week 4 or 5 innings. And they get to opening day, they're 6-7 innings. So we're just kind of going to keep doing that with him and stretching him out as much as we possibly can and building that pitch count. So hopefully by the time we get to conference, he's over 100 pitches and ready to go in those 4-game series.
Coach, it's becoming a story when Freeland doesn't get a hit in a game. He's had a hit in every game so far except 2 games, 2 more hits for him tonight. What makes him such a great hitter? He doesn't look like a freshman when he's at the plate, it seems like, but he's adjusted well here to the D1 level so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a super confident kid. It's not cocky. It's just a belief in himself. He's been working really, really hard. I really feel like, the fall was some eye-opening stuff. He had a great summer in a collegiate league with Woodbat with a bunch of older D1 guys, the league that he played in was loaded, and he was one of the top 2 hitters in the league. And, I gave him some confidence that, in the fall, just trying to learn, especially he's put on 15 pounds, really bought into the nutrition in the weight room. So, and then again, just offensively, just having to learn kind of what we expect and how to get him better and what that work looks like. And the things that he did to get here aren't the same things you need to do to be successful here. And you just saw a growth maturity from him and a physical maturity from him, and come back in January. It's just way better than he was in the fall. You just, again, super confident, high level barrel to ball skills, being able to put the barrel on the bat. He doesn't swing and miss very much. So it's just a real special kid. We got to get him better right-handed. Got to be better against left-handed pitching, but again, still, he's not scared. He's not overmatched. Doesn't believe that. I mean, he believes that he belongs and that he can be successful from the first pitch of his career here. So it's good to see him get going and having so much success. I'm really happy for him, and I'm proud of the way that he's matured from August 26th till today. Again, as good as he was, he's a much better player than he was then.
Coach, tonight when Tom Justin had that single to right, no Orlando's on first. What do you see there from the right fielder that gives you the confidence to wave Noah around there?
I mean, obviously he was moving on the pitch, so that helped. And then you're just trying to read it as a third base coach. You're just trying to figure out, obviously in those situations, outfielders are taught throw the ball to second base, keep the double play in order. And sometimes they come up and maybe the guy's out of position, especially when he goes to that side. The second baseman might go into the 4-hole, and now he's got to make a throw to the shortstop. So there's a lot of different things that you're looking for. And I tell the guys, anytime that you're running to third base, you're expecting to score until I tell you to stop. And don't assume that anybody's, you're just getting to third base. Just listen, keep your eyes open, but think score. When you're on first base and that ball goes in the outfield, you're coming around second thinking you're gonna score until you see me do something differently. And he just kept running. I didn't stop him, and they threw the ball in second base to keep the double play in order. And he was running well, and I thought we had a chance. Obviously, the throw was a little offline, so it was perfect. And the shortstop had to throw off his back foot when it's hard to do and get that ball going there, especially when that guy's running as fast as he is. So did a great job base running.
Anybody else have anything else? Nope. Okay, perfect.